It's freezing today, but I promised I would get this video out for you guys. So today we're going to be doing my top 5 homestead tools. If you plan on homesteading and expanding your garden this year, you're going to need some good tools. You might need to dig some holes. You might be planning on expanding your garden, or if you're just interested in what kind of pruners you're going to be needing to cut down your vegetables, I hope this list comes in handy for you guys. So for my number 5 pick, we have a limb branch lopper. These are made by the brand Corona. They have a really nice grip on it, and I just use these guys when I'm cutting down small trees, or if I need to remove some limbs that are hanging loose from any of the trees around my garden. I can just easily reach up and cut down any of the branches. Especially when I'm cutting down trees, it's easier for me to strip the tree of all the branches and stuff first, and then I can make my cut, and it's easier for me to pull the tree away when I'm using these guys. I highly encourage you guys to pick up a pair of these. They've just made my job so much easier ever since I made the investment. So these ran me about $35. So my number 4 tool is this guy. On the label it says that it's a mattock. I don't really know the correct name of it, but it has a digging mechanism on this side and like a pointed edge on this side. I've gone through like 3 or 4 shovels this year, and I just broke my favorite digging shovel the other day. So I was looking around our property for another digging tool. So I was in the trailer and I came across this guy, and I just decided to use it. I've also been researching a lot on KNF and Chinese natural farming or Korean natural farming and Asian practices, and they use something like this every day, all day. It looks just like this, but it doesn't have this on it. It might be called a hoe. They swear by them, and I've been really intrigued by their digging methods. So when I found this guy, I've been using it and I've been loving it. I've dug up some bulbs with it. I've dug the holes for my gate back there. I've just done so many things with this ever since I started using it. So if you're interested in another shovel type deal, try one of these, see how you like it. My number 3 top tool is going to be the Bare Bones Classic Hori Hori. So if you haven't heard of a Hori Hori, it just means dig in Japanese. Anything Japan made, I'm interested in. The quality and the engineering behind their saws or tools is really good in my opinion. So when I came across the Hori Hori, I was super intrigued. This one cost me about $20-something. I bought this one off of the Bare Bones website. It has a walnut handle, a serrated edge, a straight cutting edge, and then on the back it has the markings for you to measure inches when you're digging. So this is kind of like the all-around tool. It actually even has a cutter for twine. I've just been using this nonstop ever since I got it. I got this my first year gardening, and I'm rolling it into my second year. So it's lasted me 1 whole year so far with me using it constantly. So this is just a great tool to pick up if you're interested in something to use for digging and transplanting. My number 2 is actually 2 different items. These are your classic pair of pruners, and then these are just like a small clipper for like herbs and stuff like that. I paired these 2 together because they're pretty much one and the same. I use both of them. I would use these just to clip herbs, and then these for like peppers, eggplants, maybe some bush beans if you can't get in there, even for pruning your fruit trees. And you could just keep a pair of these guys in your car just in case when you're driving around. If you're anything like myself, you're constantly seeing fruit trees or trees that you want to take cuttings off of. So these are just really good to have all the time, everywhere. Buy 2 or 3 of them if you can. These guys I just keep in my gardening area. I always find a need for them. They're really lightweight. These are both by the same brand, Corona, the same as the limb branch pruners or loppers. I've come to kind of love the brand. They're really affordable. The design behind the products is really nice. They have nice upgraded features, like these pruners are the dual link ones, so they say that there's less shock when chopping, and I just really like these guys. My number 1 highly recommended tool that I encourage you homesteaders to pick up is the Katana Boy 500 Silky Saw. Quick backstory behind why I decided to buy one of these guys. We have 2 steel chainsaws on our homestead, and for some reason, I've never picked one up to learn how to use it. My husband's never really taught me how to use it. So when I started to expand the garden and I knew that I wanted to incorporate a lot of log building and just natural wood building, I knew that I was going to either have to learn how to use a chainsaw or ask my husband to do it for me. Both of those were kind of out of the question. So I was Googling one day and I'm like, how to cut down a tree without a chainsaw. Boom, the Katana Boy popped up. So I researched a little bit. I watched a couple reviews on it on YouTube, and it was highly recommended. Nobody had anything bad to say about it. It was just an amazing product. Like, I had to check it out. I knew I needed to cut down trees, so I made the investment. Actually, my dad made the investment. He bought it for me. So shout out to you, Dad. I love you. It ran Dad $160 something, but it was well worth it. The teeth on it are amazing. I want to say it has 4 or 5 teeth an inch. They're super deep. I've been able to cut down like a 6-inch diameter tree, and it just goes through the wood so smoothly. It makes the job so easy. They say it's a 2-handed saw, but I've gotten away with using one hand to cut a small tree down. If you can see back there, where I'm pointing, that structure back there, me and my mom cut down all those trees to make us a gourd house. And I've just been so pleased with this guy. I've been able to get so much done with having this saw. It's so lightweight. Like, if you guys want me to do a review just on the Katana Boy, I will. Just drop it down in the comment section. I mean, I couldn't go on and on about this tool forever. It's #1 on my list because it's #1 on the homestead right now. I built this really awesome trellis in the middle of my enclosed garden with just some salvaged bamboo and about maybe 12 or so small trees. It's so beautiful. I'm going to be growing my long beans on it, and some pole beans and some nasturtiums. But I wouldn't have been able to build that without this Katana Boy. I wouldn't have been able to make this new fencing area over here that I'm making without this Katana Boy. I wouldn't have been able to build my little awesome gourd house without this Katana Boy. So that's why she's #1 on the list. Katana Boy 500 Silky Saw, made in Japan. That's it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to recommend some tools that have made my life so much easier, made me enjoy being out in the wild. And just a quick side note, guys, you get what you paid for. So last year when I bought the pruners from the dollar store, they lasted me maybe 2 days and they were too dull that I couldn't even cut into anything else. So that's why I decided to spend a little bit more money this year, just so that these tools will last me and I won't have to go out and invest in something mid-season. Maybe they won't even have what I need at that time. So it's a really good time to buy your tools before the garden season actually starts and all the avid gardeners are out there buying everything that they need. They'll wipe the shelves clean and you won't have anything left to choose from. I'm really excited to know if you guys actually go out and pick up any of these products. If you do, drop it down in the comment section. If you like this video and you're enjoying my content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So if you are a subscriber already and you haven't turned on your notification bell, go ahead and do that now so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. We're going to be growing a lot of food together this year, so I need y'all to stay safe. I need y'all to stay blessed. I need you to buy your seeds so we can get to growing this food and just have a great time this spring. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll see you in the next one.